Healthcare leaders gathered at Health USA 2025 in Las Vegas earlier this fall. Kristen Scholler was on the ground speaking with executives about the future of the industry. One leader, Flagship pioneering general partner Avak Kavijayan, said, "We're already there." He explained why. Check it out.
Healthcare is going to be transformed dramatically from the basic life sciences all the way through to patient care and beyond. And that's really exciting. I think a lot of that is being driven by AI and its integration across that gamut.
I want to drill into AI a little bit more. How has artificial intelligence impacted the biotech industry to date?
Dramatically. AI has permeated almost everything we do, from the basic discovery all the way through to business processes in biotech. But I'll tell you, 10 years ago, we had already embarked on this journey at Flagship. In 2017, we founded a company called Celerity. The idea there was that cells produce so much complex biological information. What if we had AI interpret that data and then predicted which medicines could reverse disease? And that company now has medicines in the clinic. Another company we created 1 year after, in 2018, was Generate Biomedicines, a company that's using generative AI to create protein drugs. And that company too has drugs in the clinic. So AI in drug discovery has been there all along. It's only now that people are recognizing it and it's exploding.
What are the moonshots that you see in the space?
The moonshots in the space are to essentially make this faster, make this more predictable, make this go much more broad. One of the companies we just announced was Lila Sciences. Lila is using an agentic workflow where the entire scientific process of even hypothesis generation, experimental design, and conducting the experiment is given to the hands of AI. And that is allowing us to go faster, do better experiments, and do more experiments in parallel, essentially compressing the timelines for discovery. And so we're going to see more and more of those kinds of workflows in biotech, which is really compelling. Imagine, instead of doing a lot of trial and error, which is what the pharmaceutical industry was based on, doing 10 to the 9, 1 billion trials or 1 million trials to find the one drug, reducing that already now to about 1,000 trials or 100 trials. And I don't mean clinical trials, I mean trials in the test tube. Imagine now getting to an N of 1, essentially discovering the drug not through trial and error, but generating the drug and having a predictable outcome from that. So that's really where we're going.
And where can these innovations take us one day?
Essentially, we're going to have more medicines with fewer side effects, really imagining solutions to problems we have today with science and having a compressed timeline to getting there. So that's what we see happening.
Would you describe AI in biotech as hype or reality? Maybe both.
I don't think it's hype anymore. I think we've established that it isn't. A lot of people expect AI to succeed only if we see a marketed drug. And I think that's a logical flaw. There are many reasons why drugs fail throughout their workflow, throughout their life cycle. AI is not the guilty party if something fails ultimately in the clinic. We've already seen examples of AI generating new medicines that humans would not have thought of. And they're already in the clinic. So I think it's already here. It is not hype.
And for our viewers watching, Avak, how would you describe the work that you are doing at Flagship Pioneering?
So we are doing origination at the core, essentially inventing new bioplatforms, as we call them. These are technological capabilities that can generate many, many products for many, many diseases in each company. So that company Generate that I mentioned is capable of using generative AI to create new medicinal proteins. Well, that has no specific disease in mind. It can generate different antibodies for different diseases, whether they're inflammatory or cancer or otherwise. And that kind of bioplatform is the types of things we like to build at Flagship. Moderna is another great example. A programmable medicine, an mRNA medicine that can be encoded to generate virtually any kind of protein, whether that's an antigen for a vaccine or a rare disease enzyme or some other protein for another purpose. So those are the kinds of things we do at Flagship.
What are you hoping to take away from this year's health conference?
Well, I think I want to learn what's going on in different pockets of the industry, of course, but also to share what we're doing at the fundamental life sciences level, but also in the healthcare arena. We have now algorithms at Flagship that are looking at analyzing electronic health records, correlating that with molecular information, and creating predictive markers that can tell people that they're going to get sick before they even know they're sick. So those are the kinds of things that I want to learn about and also potentially find collaborators and partners to work with.